Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you yet again with another video, and of course I've got some stuff to share with you. This should be a pretty good one. Got some help from some friends. My buddy Jay, we'll just start with him. Of course, he's been sending me a box every single week, and it's got some weird stuff in it. So the two weird items we got today was we got this Majorette Orange Company. What is it even? It's a Ford Model A. Right there. So we'll check that out. Pretty nifty. We'll take a look at that. Interesting stuff. And then we got this Exotic Rides. This thing is super cool. This is a Motormax Celine S7. I am stoked actually to get this one. I don't have many of the Exotic Rides in my collection from Motormax. I've got some of the Fresh Cherries, the American Graffiti series and stuff. I think I have one Exotic Ride series, so this is another one. This is really cool to get this Celine S7, so I'm stoked to open up that. That is really awesome. And then also from Jay, he I think he got cases of these, and he just hooked me up with a set at cost. So I've got the latest Fast and Furious premium set that we're going to open up. So I think the hot one in the set's probably this 91 BMW M5. That's very cool. So we got that one, the Toyota Supra with the Skyline livery, because they're doing this livery passing around here with the Fast and Furious stuff. Running out of ideas, I guess. And then we've got the Land Rover Defender 110. I think this is a retread. I can't quite remember. I'm pretty sure this Nova is a retread right here, that we've seen this car already. And then we've got this gold Lamborghini that's pretty cool. So he hooked me up with that at cost, and I do appreciate that. Thank you very much, Jay. And then, of course, he included those two other items. So very, very cool there. Then also from buddies, from Michael Newland, he hooked me up with the two 7-Eleven Auto World cars. So we got so people have been posting these all over the place. These are Auto World Deluxe castings. We got the Dodge Viper and the 67 Chevy Corvette. So that's really cool. And then my buddy Diecast bought me both of the Ultra Reds. So I've got both of those as well. So we are going to take a peek at, we're going to open up all four of these cars. Should be pretty cool. So I'm glad to get these checked off the list. I thought at first when these started appearing, I thought this was going to be somewhat difficult to accomplish. And then once I saw people posting them all over the place, like these were all over. I mean, there's a lot of 7-Elevens and Speedways, I think is another like 7-Eleven affiliated gas station, whatever. All over the place. So there's probably 1 million of these Ultra Reds and 1 million of these out there. I don't know how many there are, but I'm sure the production is actually quite massive. But it is cool to get them checked off of the list and not have to worry about it any longer, thanks to a few buddies of mine. So I really do appreciate that. Sticking with Auto World for a moment, I got this Mio exclusive New York Toy Fair limited edition, although limited to 4,800 pieces, so it's not like extremely limited. It is a M&J service and repair square body Golf pickup truck. So kind of neat. It comes with two little oil barrels, so that is kind of a nice little touch. And of course we're going to open that up and take a peek at that as well. So there's that. I got that from SC Diecast. I also, from SC Diecast, my pals, I picked up a Kaido house, Chevy Silverado Kaido version 1, and I am stoked actually to check this out. I opened it up just to peek inside, just to see if it was a chase or not, if I got lucky, and I didn't. But I thought it would be real cool to go ahead and open this up and check it out today. So the Kaido House Silverado, kind of stoked on that. New casting from Kaido. I'm a Kaido House fan. I like the stuff. I know it's not for everyone, and it's not necessarily like true 1/64 scale. It's a little bit bigger than 1/64, but I dig it, and I try to get an example, at least one example of every tooling that's come out so far. All right, so there's that. And then another one I got from SC that I'm very, very, very excited about is this Inno 64 Liberty Walk F40 Tokyo Auto Salon 2023. And yeah, very, very cool looking. So Liberty Walk body kit F40. This thing is pretty cool. I saw this like when they posted it for the Tokyo Auto Salon, the real car. There was pictures of it everywhere. And I was like, I hope the Diecast company makes it. And sure enough, like right away, we got Inno64 making one. And it looks really good. I can't wait to get it open out of the package. This is kind of neat because this has really been like a... it's weird though. I don't know if it's like actually licensed by Ferrari or not. It has the Liberty Walk licensing on it. I'm not sure. I've got another Liberty Walk. Ooh, geez. I got another Liberty Walk F40 coming as well from Diecast Talk. I don't know what brand makes that, but I pre-ordered that as well, and I think that's actually shipping to me. So maybe we'll be looking at that next week, but I'm excited about this one. I actually picked up 2 of these. I picked up one just to squirrel away for whatever reason. I just love the F40. It's one of my favorite all-time cars, and any iteration of it, I'm a big fan of. So the Tarmac Works IXO models that came out this year that were F40s are really, really cool. And yeah, you know, I like an F40. So who doesn't, really? I mean, it's a cool car. All right, so we got that. And I'm stoked to look at that in the next segment of the video. And then we also got from Auto World, actually back to Auto World, I just got this in the mail. This is the brand new casting, the Auto World 2006 Chevy Silverado. This is an Auto World store exclusive, limited to what, $24.96? Yep, $24.96. It is in, did they have it? They didn't have a factory color listed on this. It's just in orange and black. And it looks like it's got some aftermarket wheels on it. I think those are the wheels from the Challenger. So we're going to go ahead and open up this and take a peek at it. Kind of stoked on that. Brand new tooling from Auto World. First time seeing it, so that's pretty exciting as well. So we're going to look at that. And then lastly, I think I just got 3 little random items here. I've got a Hot Wheels Porsche 928S Safari. This is in P case. And then I've also got the Datsun Bluebird 510 Wagon, which is also, I think, would have been the PK Super. This is not the Super Treasure Hunt. This is the regular version. It's a Super I want. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I want it. I want the Super Treasure Hunt. If I could find one in the store, I'd be, like, totally stoked. So, you know, I want it. But, yeah, so we're going to look at this as well. So just a 510. And then I'm having deja vu. I picked this up at the store, and now that I got it home, I think I might have already had it and shown it. I don't know. But we got a Lancer Evo Matchbox moving parts in blue, and I think I might already have it. But we're gonna open up this anyway, and I probably won't find it out till I go to put it away in my Matchbox collection. So it is what it is, right? It's hard to keep track. There's a lot of things here. There's a lot of stuff I still need to open over here. There's stuff I need to take pictures of over there. There's walls just full of things. Lamley Awards are coming up, and that's going to be cool. I started compiling all the vehicles that are going to be in the 64 car tournament that I possess so that I can shoot some pictures for that. So I'm excited for that. So lots of cool things happening. Favorite time of the Diecast year is now. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around. We're going to open up all this cool stuff. So keep her tuned. Do we need a thumbnail? I kind of already did one, but, you know, I don't know. I want the Liberty Walk thing in there. Let's do this. Let's do this. That'll work. All right. Stay tuned. Okay, so we are going to start by looking at some of the weird stuff, or 2 of the weird things from Jay. I already actually cracked this open and then had a video fail immediately. So there you go. Opened it again. Here it is. Orange Company. It's a majorette. Not sure when this was out. I can't really find a copyright date on here anywhere to kind of indicate when it may have been in stores. I have no clue. However, the casting, I don't know. It's probably, I'm going to guess 90s, maybe. I don't know the history of majorette very well, so I don't know. But it is a Ford Model A It appears to be in 1/60th scale. It's a lot of plastic. There's metal body, plastic top, plastic base, plastic fenders here, plastic bumper. It's pretty cool, though. I don't mind a majorette. I have a few older majorettes, and I enjoy them. I enjoy the brand as a whole and the whole history of it. Like, just lots of different things. The modern majorettes they're coming out with now, I think, are really cool. There was some of them that weren't that great, you know, but different eras of majorette that weren't that great. But the modern ones are pretty cool, and some of the older ones are pretty neat as well. So just a kind of history brand, and it's kind of cool. All right. So there's your Orange Company Ford Model A. This is the one that I am just stoked to look at. This is the Exotic Rides 2004 Celine S7. These, when did this come out? 2008, it appears, is the copyright date on it, which maybe we can say 2009. Honestly, I thought these were a little bit older than that, but maybe not, or definitely not, I would guess, based on that date. So, and I don't know what else is in this series. I have a Lamborghini, I think Reventon is what I have. And then we've got this Celine S7. I think they may have done it a Diablo. I can't remember what they all did, but Motormax is kind of interesting. They didn't do a lot in 1/64, but they did the Fresh Cherry series, which was really cool. And they did like an American Graffiti series and some other things. And then they did some like cheaper line stuff, I think, in 1/64 that wasn't, you know, premium or detailed or anything like that. But I think they're mostly known for larger scale vehicles like the 1/24 scale range. And those, I believe, you can still pick up at Walmart. I don't really look at those bigger scales too much, but I believe Motormax, I think that's what you're going to find is at least under that brand, you're going to find them in a larger scale. So there you go. I got some engine specifications on the 2004 Celine S7. Oh, it comes on that card. That's actually removable. There you go. I save all these for whatever reason. And then the car itself. It's a very pretty color red. And funny thing is that there's a Hot Wheels Celine S7, I believe, that's in kind of a Spectre Flame red. Or very close to this color red as well. Almost looks ultra red in color. So it's a little goofy. All of these are. Oh, we got a tire. I got to fix the tire on the one side. Well, both tires on the one side. We can do that off camera, but just to take a look. So the stance is a little goofy. It looks all right on this side. And maybe it would look better on this side if I sit and play with it, but it looks like the base isn't in all the way on this side. So if I maybe put some pressure on it, it might be flashing that's holding that. I can investigate that off camera. Usually something like this with a plastic base, it's probably fixable. And I will be able to do something about it. But for right now, we're just going to look at this side. So yeah, kind of basic. I mean, it's cool because it's kind of premium, but it's before, you know, premium was very common, I should say. When you're looking at those early 2000s, we as diecast collectors in 1/64 scale didn't have all the options that we have today. There was no Mini GT, there was no Inno 64, there was no Tarmac Works. There wasn't even really as much Hot Wheels premium stuff. So there was an Auto World either. So there wasn't a lot of option when it came to premium scaled 1/64 vehicles. Nothing like today. So this is pretty neat to have this in that 2000s or late 2000s, whatever, 2008, 2007, what have you. So pretty cool. I have no idea what these things retail for in stores or what stores they were even available in, but I have a small collection of Motormax, and I am glad to add this to it. So there's that. All right. Let's next just get through this Fast and the Furious set. I'm going to start by opening up kind of like the repeats that I know for sure I think we've already seen. This Land Rover 110, pretty sure we've already seen it. This is in Fast and the Furious 9. This, I think, was already released in a premium set of Fast and Furious. I don't know for sure if it was exactly like this or not. I cannot remember, and I am not going to go dig it out. So, this will be one of those that, again, I will find out once I put these away if I already basically have it. And I'll still probably just keep it as part of this set. I think it's different. I think it's slightly different. But I'm pretty sure this casting we've seen already. I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments down below. This one has a metal base, of course, metal body. It's got a plastic top, but it's your standard Hot Wheels premium style release where you're going to get full deco and your low resolution dot matrix printer graphics, which I complain about every single time I open one of these up, but I'm still buying them, so how valid is my complaint, really, I guess. But yeah, we have to mention it every time. So there's your Land Rover. That's all right. This one, I'm pretty sure this is a complete repeat. The 1970 Chevy Nova SS. When it came out in this color before, I think we've seen it in, like, I want to say we saw it in gray. We saw it in maybe orange. Like, the casting's been used a few times in Fast, I think in Fast and the Furious. Fast and Furious. This is from F9, the Fast Saga. Chevy Nova SS. It's a sharp looking little car. I mean, there's nothing to complain about except for the fact that it might be a repeat, but it's a good looking little casting. I think the wheel choice and size is really nice for it. I think it has a great little stance, and overall I think it's pretty good. It's just, I think it's a repeat. So you may already have it in your collection prior to this release coming out. And if you don't, well, here's your chance to get it. And I think as a basic Hot Wheel muscle car, it's good. It's a nice version of this casting. So I like it. Copyright date 2020 is, I guess, when the tooling came out. I thought we saw this at least twice, but I could be wrong. Maybe just one other time, but I'm pretty sure it's a repeat. All right. Then the stuff I don't know. Okay, so this I don't think is a repeat, right? This is a Toyota Supra, but it's in the like R34 Fast and Furious livery, and it just says Fast and Furious on the top because that's the livery it was in. So we got the funny thing is, I think earlier in the year we've got the R34 Skyline with the Supra livery on it in orange. I think that's what it was. And now we've got the reverse. So the Supra with the Skyline livery from the movie. Weird, yes. But obviously they're running out of, things to do for Fast and Furious. I mean, how many? I mean, there's a lot of cars but in the movie, but they've already released, or in the movies, but they've already released so many Fast and Furious cars. They got to be running out of ideas. I mean, I'm sure there's some more they could still do. But there you have it. I mean, it's a nice looking Supra. It doesn't look bad. I actually prefer this livery on it than the OG orange one. That looks kind of ugly, but they did put that on the Skyline, and that caused a lot of funny comments and memes and stuff on Instagram. So, I mean, pretty neat, I guess. So there's that. It's a Supra. It's pretty cool. I think it's all right. All right. Now we move on to, I think, new releases. Starting with this one, the Lamborghini Gallardo LP 570-4 Superleggera. This is from Fast X. I don't think that we have seen this. Now, again, my memory's starting to go when it comes to what I have, what I don't, what's come out, what hasn't, because it's just at capacity. But I don't think we've seen this one before. I think this is a new release as a Fast and Furious, and it is translucent gold. It is pretty awesome, actually. I like this. As a Lamborghini collector, like I do a lot of Lamborghini 164, this would have been a must-have whether I've got the set or not. I wasn't even planning on getting the set, but since Jay offered it to me, at cost that was, you know, when you buy from a hobby dealer nowadays, it's actually cheaper typically, although you have to get them in cases usually, than going to like a Target or a Walmart and trying to find them. So yeah, there's shipping involved if you don't have a hobby dealer local to you. Now, I think I could have got this set, but I already had it coming from my buddies SC Diecast. I could have got it from them. And that would have been the way I would have gone if I was, you know, this was kind of a knee-jerk reaction just to pick this up. So, but SC Diecast is local enough to me, I would not have to get it shipped, and that would be the option. So definitely support your hobby dealer if you can, instead of going to like Target or Walmart trying to find this stuff. Believe me, it's less stressful for one, and now it comes at a cost savings. I think it used to be more expensive to try to get them from a hobby dealer, and nowadays I think it's less. Even when you factor in shipping, then it might be a wash. You guys let me know your experience with this stuff. I think the way that people do decide, though, sometimes is they won't want to pre-order stuff, and then they find it in the store before it comes to the hobby dealers. And, you know, everybody's got to have it right away. You can't wait. No patience in this hobby. Well, I've got patience in this hobby for most things. So I don't mind waiting a little bit, getting it at a better price, and getting it from, you know, a smaller business, I think is just fine. All right. But yeah, this is great. Then lastly, I believe this is a new tooling. This is a 1991 BMW M5 from Fast X. And I believe this is a brand new tool. At least I don't recall seeing it anywhere else. Yeah, copyright date 2023. So look at that sucker. That's a good looking BMW. And I'm normally not a big BMW fan. Some of the older ones, though, I think look pretty good. What year was this? What year was this? A 90s one? Yeah, 91. Yeah, this would have been era of BMW that I would think looks cool. But not bad. Pretty slick. Slick looking little black car. So yeah, I definitely dig on that. All right, let's move on to Auto World. Let's actually start the Auto World experience today with this M&J Toys Mio exclusive New York Toy Fair limited edition for 2023. Now, I picked this up from SC Diecast, my pals. And this requires scissors to open because this is a clamshell. I don't like that, but I do like that M&J Toys includes the little box. I like that. Big fan of that. We talk about it all the time. So we got Gulf oil barrels, and then the truck itself with the box and a sticker that says New York Toy Fair Limited Edition. Is that easy to take off? Yeah, it is. All right, we're going to take that off, and we're going to just put that right on the box, and then this is going to get tossed. 2 barrel figures included. Well, isn't that exciting? Let's check out the barrels. There's your barrel figures. They're pretty nice, actually. They're actually pretty weighty. Feels like they're like a solid... They're metal, actually. I thought they'd be like solid rubber. They are metal. Pretty sure they're metal. So that's pretty nifty. I mean, I don't know. For you diorama people, you might enjoy that. You can just stick them right here in the back of the truck. It'd be cool if they had like magnets on the bottom. They would stay put in the truck. That would be a nifty design. It's not the case, but that would be cool. Here we go. M&J Service and Repair. Sales, service, towing, oil changes, 24-hour service, 1-800-RUN-GOOD. You know, it's decent. The Gulf livery is completely played out. I get it. But this truck, I'm not mad at it. I think it looks all right. I think it looks kind of cool, actually. Number 1 in service selection. It's kind of got like that old school advertising kind of feel to it. And I like that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's all right. We don't really need to look at this too much. We've seen a million square bodies. But I'm going to leave the oil barrels in the back. That's how it's going to go in the display case with the oil barrels. We'll save the box just in case I need it some future time, and that's cool. All right. Then we've got another truck from Auto World, but this is a 2006 Chevy Silverado SS muscle trucks. So this is the all-new casting here for 2023. It looks like they're able to replicate several Silverado trim levels from 2003 to 2007. So we got a Vortec 6-liter V8 powering the rear wheels at 345 horsepower at 5,200 RPM and 380 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. So pretty neat. New casting from Auto World. This is what they call like the cat eye Chevy, isn't it? So what Auto World has been doing this year, and I think it's really cool that they've been doing that, is any new tooling that they've come out with this year, they've released an Auto World exclusive, like an AutoWorldStore.com exclusive model. And I think that's a great way to introduce a new tooling. So these often will not be like in your standard factory color, like the regular releases that you will find in stores. They will be in some sort of special or custom color typically. And very cool. Great. What does it say? Great. I can't. Great pumpkin. That's great. And I love how the guys at Round 2 have a sense of humor. That is also fun. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. So yeah, this is really neat. It's definitely neat. Let's take a look under the hood. So as all Auto World premium models go, they are going to have an opening hood, metal body, metal base. Typically, they're going to be factory paint. This one, not necessarily. It does have a fold-down tailgate, although I don't really want to force it. Once you have to put a little bit more pressure than that, I just get nervous, and we're just going to keep it up because I want it to stay up. I don't ever display it with it down anyway. It's cool that it does it, but yeah. So this is a brand new tooling. What's the tooling number? Tooling number 75 for Auto World. The Great Pumpkin. How cool is that? So very cool to add another brand new tooling to the Auto World lineup. They put up a few this year, and they usually are very slow to release toolings, and that's okay. You're going to do it. You got to do it right. But hey, they've come up with a few this year. They've come up with some really cool ones. It's been a very good year for Auto World. All right. Especially since they come out with the Caravan this year, and you know I'm a big fan of that. All right, let's do the 7-Eleven cars. We got number 1 in the set of 2. I don't know if there's going to be more in the future. I have no idea. These are Auto World Deluxe castings with a 7-Eleven graphic design on it, or advertising on it. We're starting with the 67 Chevy Corvette. We have some deluxe facts here. 22,940 Corvettes were produced in 1967, and I wouldn't doubt that it's that close to the amount of the production number of these. I just wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, these are pretty nifty. Ultra Red variations are 3% of the entire production. They're randomly mixed in, so you might find one, you might be holding one. We got both of them here, and I think these are so widely produced that 3% number of whatever this is, whatever the production number is, it's pretty big. So as soon as I saw tons of people posting this, I was like, maybe I should wait a little bit and not try to jump on an Ultra Red. And then, well, my buddy got one for me. It got them for me anyway. So it ended up being a moot point for me, but still. So there is your Corvette Deluxe model. So the Deluxe Auto World models, if you're not familiar, they have a plastic-based metal body, plastic tires that are sort of generic. They only have 2 different wheel types. I think they're coming out with some new ones, but or maybe they're up to 3 wheel types now. I can't remember if they came out with a new one yet or not. I think they did. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. They don't have a lot of different wheels for them. They're kind of like a basic Hot Wheel in that regard, except for they're a lot more detailed. And usually sharp graphics on here. Wear car. Is that what that says? Wear car? What does that mean? What does that say? Oh, whatever. You guys figured it out in the comments. But 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven graphic design, pretty cool. 7-Eleven puts out some pretty neat swag. Yeah. They put out some cool stuff. All right, then we have the Ultra Red. This one, it looks all right. So basically what they've done, you get white, as you can see, white base, white tires, and then it looks like they replace the green with Ultra Red, and they leave everything else, is what it appears. Let's go ahead and open it up. Now this one has got kind of a slight paint issue with it, which you can see right there. Not a real sharp line right there like it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to look, right? But I think it's like the Ultra Red is almost like painted right over the green or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how it's done. But that looks a little flubby over there. But then we've got the other side. It looks quite a bit better. But yeah, so that's just an Ultra Red paint right there. And then, of course, the white tires and then the white base. So kind of nifty, not like super exciting, but they were being posted all over the place, like all over. People were like very much hyping these 7-Eleven releases and finding all these Ultra Reds. Here's the Dodge Viper. This casting is the one that I would prefer. And there it is. Again, we got that Ultra Red, or not Ultra Red, that 7-Eleven livery on our Dodge Viper. And again, it's a metal body, plastic base, plastic tires. This is like the other common wheel type that we see on the deluxe models. And then we've got the Ultra Red. And as you can see, this one's a little different. So this one doesn't just use the Ultra Red to cover up the green. This one actually has a full-on Ultra Red body. And it also has the white tires and the white base to denote that it is a chase car. But there that is. We got that open. So at first on the secondary market, these things were going for a pretty penny. Now I think the price has, dropped pretty drastically in comparison to what they were going for originally. But it seems like these are very, 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 very common. There's a lot of them out there. At least I've seen tons of people post multiples of them. This one's very clean. There's no issues with it. Nothing like this one where we have a little bit of an issue there, but I'm not that bothered by it. And very, very cool. This one's really cool. I really like this casting for Model World. I dig it actually quite a lot. So, all right, very awesome to get those off the list. And then next, what shall we look at? I think I'm going to save. Let's do this real quick. I swear I've already got one of these and I've already opened it. I'm thinking it more and more as I'm about to open this one. But it is a Matchbox moving parts Mitsubishi Lancer with an opening hood. Pretty good detail in there. Looks pretty good. Shuts nice and easy. We got a plastic spoiler on the back, plastic base, your typical Matchbox moving parts kind of thing. I saw this on the pigs and I just couldn't. Just like, do I have this or not? And gosh, I think I've got it. But oh well, I'll find out later on if I do. And if I got doubles, I got doubles. This will end up. I don't know what I'll end up doing with it. But there you go. It's Blue Lancer. There's that. Then we got Hot Wheels, Porsche 928S Safari. That's a cool casting. Digging that. Porsche 928, made for the off-road. That's a cool basic Hot Wheel. Definitely digging that piece. Again, this is just a basic Hot Wheels, so plastic base, metal body, plastic tires, your standard $1 or $1.25 model, whatever it is nowadays, but yeah. And then the Datsun 510 wagon. This one's got a couple of tampo issues, I can already tell, But we've got one car. I picked it up at the meet for like $3. I thought maybe I'd just get it. Why not? Would love to find the super treasure hunt of this, and maybe a couple other regulars to kind of hoard or whatever. But it's got that new wheel on it from Hot Wheels that's new this year, and kind of a crazy looking little livery on it with a heart and lightning bolts. Maybe should have put this in a case code that would have been put out in February for like Valentine's Day or something like that. It's a goofy livery. But I like it. I think it's neat. So there's that. Okay, and we got two more pieces to look at here for this video, and they're both going to be pretty cool. We're going to save, I think, the best for last for once, and what we'll do is look at the Kaido House Silverado first, and then we're going to do the model that I'm the most excited about. So this Kaido House Silverado, wasn't sure how I felt about this when I saw that these were coming out. I thought he was doing a Silverado, but it's fitting. I believe June Amai, who does these models, June Amai, did design the original 83 Chevy Silverado casting for Hot Wheels. And that is an infamous casting, of course, that is considered one of the most popular Hot Wheels castings, I think, of all time, would be that casting. And, of course, with his new Kaido House Mini GT line of stuff, of course he's going to do one, right? It's got that crazy 3D GM licensing on it, which is wild looking. So premium packaging, nice thick box, and we got the plastic thing that kind of holds the vehicle. We'll pop it out here. We'll set it down. Oh, wow, this is actually really cool. I can already tell just by the weight. How did this go in here? I think like this. Putting the box back together. Yeah. I can already tell I'm digging it. All right, so we've got that signature base, rainbow heat-treated metal looking base that he normally has on all of his castings. And then we've got this truck livery, and then the wheels, I think, are an alloy metal. So, like, the rims are actually metal. And we've got this truck done by Mini GT, designed by Junamai. Kaido House fam. So, obviously, it's a very dropped, lowered Chevy Silverado. I've got, mine looks like it's kind of bananaed here. I don't know. Like it's kind of making a sad face right there looking at it. I think the bed is a separate piece. Maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I like this a lot more than I thought I was going to. A lot more. Just by looking at it. The scale actually isn't that far off, I don't think. I mean, this would be a comparison size, like the same gen truck, right? Close to it. And scale-wise, I think we're actually pretty much on. You know, obviously this is lowered, but if you compare to an auto world, and an auto world would be considered very close to actual scale. Like this is a long bed. This is more of a short bed, it looks like. So yeah, it's a little bit longer, but like scale-wise, I think it's pretty much on to 164. Man, I can't get over how heavy these barrels are. They just drop right in there. All right. So, oh, we have an opening hood on this too. That's right. Got to look in there. Ooh, yeah, we got a lot of detail. Lots of detail in there, if you can see in there. But yeah, look at that. All right, so I am actually very pleasantly surprised with this. It has a trailer hitch on the back too. Not sure how I feel about the trailer hitch, but this is way neater than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I knew it would be kind of cool, but this is way cooler than I thought it would be. And I think a lot of people are coming to that conclusion when they're picking these up and just thinking, oh man, he's making a Silverado. That's kind of weird. And then you get it, and then first of all, the premium feel of it, it feels very, very nice. And then it just looks actually quite nice as well. So zero complaints. All right, very cool. I like it. All right, moving on from that, the final thing we're going to look at today is this guy, this Liberty Walk. And now I've got high expectations for this one. So this one better knock my socks off. First of all, Inno64 does some really cool stuff, and I've been very impressed with the models that they've come out with over the past couple of years. So I have some high hopes for this Inno64. Now, one thing, when I was looking at pictures during pre-order, it looked like the stance of this car was a bit off. But now getting it in person, it looks to be pretty good. At first, I thought it looked like it was up high a little bit too much. It'll be interesting to see how this compares to some other off-brand or whatever weird model that I'm going to be getting coming from another company. But yeah, Liberty Walk, Tokyo Auto Salon, F40, we get it in an acrylic case, which always is great for these premium models. The base has got like some graffiti style stuff on it. Really neat. And you can tell instantly that this thing is extremely detailed, and I don't think has any quality concerns looking at it. Oh boy, this looks good. So far, zero to complain about. We're going to go ahead and get it off the base. I'm going to try to be careful. I said I'm going to try to be careful, and I almost ripped a mirror off with my thumb there. So you got to be delicate with these models. There's not a doubt about that. Now, I wasn't expecting this to really roll all that well, and it doesn't. Based on the fact that how low this thing is sitting, the tires do rub. The back ones got a better chance of rolling than the front ones. So it doesn't really roll, and that doesn't really bother me. I'd rather them have the stance look correct than it actually roll. And this looks pretty good. So who doesn't like an F40? So they've given it a little bit of a wide body kit in the back. You know, Liberty Walk is kind of famous for taking very expensive cars and cutting pieces off them and adding stuff to them, which some people really don't like, and some people really do think it's cool. And I don't care. I think it's cool. I can't afford these things. I'll never own a Ferrari F40 in my life. So I don't care. Yeah, rip it up. Make whatever you want with it. This is art. So this is very, very neat. This one-off Ferrari F40 actually probably would be more expensive to buy than a straight-up stock F40 would be, you know? Let's be real. So, very cool. I cannot wait to take some pictures of this thing because, yeah, it's just a really cool model. So, I am super stoked on that. Looks really awesome, and that's going to be it for this episode. So, lots of details with this F40. Did not disappoint, and I'm glad that it didn't. And, again, like I said, I got another one coming. I got some other brand. I don't even remember what brand it is, but I got another one coming, and we'll probably take a look at that. Hopefully, I'll get that by next week, and we'll take a look at that. If not, it'll be the week after. But again, follow me on Instagram. I take a lot of cool pictures of these cars. I post it to Instagram. That's one of my favorite things to do in this hobby is to take pictures of these little cars, do product photography style images with these things, and I just have fun with it. And I spend a lot of time on those pictures actually, so it's cool to get people to enjoy them. But yeah, that's going to be it. All right, so thank you guys so much again for watching another video. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Diecast for helping, and Michael Newland for helping support my channel with some items provided for content this week. So really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much, and have a good day.